Hello, everyone. It says we're live, so we are here. The G.O.W. Goddesses of Writing. Right now, it's only two goddesses here, but you'll have to deal with that. We
The
might
other
have,
ones may show up. They
yeah,
might
the
say no
other ones, the other two might show up, but we're gonna have fun nonetheless. As you saw on the thumbnail tonight, we are doing a little extra fun. Brought on by the goddess herself, Aphrodite Lee.
name.
We're going to be doing tropes, romance tropes, and we're going to be rating them least to beast. If you didn't know, that rating system was also made by Aphrodite Lee, if you couldn't tell. So we
The
should have a real.
insanity is clear.
It is obviously the case. So I'll let Aphrodite go ahead and do her introduction.
Well, hello everyone. Am I looking? Yeah, I'm looking at the right place.
Yeah.
Not used to my camera anymore because whatever. I'm Aphrodite Lee. I'm also known as Minx Kenosha in the saucy, sexy side of town. For my writing. And again, because me and my mom have the same name, so she would kill me if I wrote under my name. So I have to write under Minx. Um, I got so much going on right now, but it's so jumbled.
Goddesses have birds, you know.
It's so jumbled that it'd be hard for me to keep everything straight. So I'll just talk about the anthology and the graphic novel. So the graphic novel, most likely, we're gonna launch the Kickstarter in November if all things stay on task. And I really would like support on that because it has been a dream project for literally years. Um, the anthology is going great. I finally get to now group all the writers together so they can all know who they are because we did this whole thing blind the entire time. There were writers who didn't know who the other writers were, and now we get to group it and start doing group messaging so we can finally solidify the ends of it. So I'm looking forward to that, and that's a end of July. I mean, end of June, beginning of July thing. So be listening out for stuff going on with that. I'm sorry, guys. I don't do well with bad air quality. So it's worse on me than it is on regular people. So forgive me if I go into coughing jacks. But that's really all I got going on.
Righty.
I mean,
Heard her. So after the stream I'll put some links in the description. I usually there should be some down there already. There should be Aphrodite's link to her YouTube channel and the other goddesses that are not here right now. All their links are below. If I forgot any links, I'll add them later, but all the usual links should be there. But as you know, I'm author DL2, the Mistress of Horror. I might come up with a goddess name because I usually, when I talk about being a goddess, I usually go for like Goddess Freya. So I might go by that tag on the future
well, God, well,
live
Freya,
stream.
what? Freya's like a warrior, right? So you could, but she
Yeah,
has a
she's
couple
one.
things. But
She
one of
has a
her
couple
things is that
things.
bitch ain't no, that bitch is bad.
Yeah, she is. So I like Goddess Freya. So I might go by that. Going forward. So you might see my tag change to that.
I'm
And
trying
you
to
know,
decide because I just put gods of love to be snippy, but I don't know if I want to be in the goddess of writing, goddesses of writing. I don't know. I might want to be the goddess of mischief.
well,
Think,
technically, maybe we can come up with like very specific goddesses for writing. Like we can make up
yeah,
one.
I think I'm gonna be the goddess of mischief because I seem to cause a lot of trouble with my writing.
It can cause trouble. That's true. So I have to think about that. Actually, making goddesses of variety. Since we are the GOW, we can probably come up with goddess names for
Based on our
that
writing.
specifically our own world. Yeah,
Based on our
our writing world with the goddesses of writing. So you may see some of the tags change of our names on here when we're on here. But the only thing I have going on is I am working on Caliostro book 2 currently. It is not going well
writing.
as far as getting the first draft done. And by well, not going well, I mean that I haven't done it yet. I'm working on it. It's very slow burn because a lot of stuff going on personally. Um, but I am working on that tonight. And if you haven't heard, I plan to release Caliostro Book 1 later this year. The pre orders probably will be opening in a month or so, but I have to do an announcement for that. first because I have to get some other things situated before I do that announcement because I want it to be for sure because I don't plan on changing the date once I release it to the public. So anyway, that's what's going on. And Caliostro is a dark fantasy, which technically is somewhat removed from what people are used to with me, but not really. Since if you know about dark fantasy, it is pretty much horror and fantasy mixed together, hence the dark. But yeah, so technically somewhat sub removed from my usual what I have released, which is pure horror. But let's see who's in the chat. RC, hello. And hello, Cool Gamer. Thanks for popping in. But tonight, as I mentioned, we are going to be doing the tropes of romance. So we're going to be rating them from least to beast. So with that being said, we just wanted to announce it to you, but we are not. Yeah, I have mine.
Is it backwards on screen?
No,
mine
not really.
Backwards.
It looks like it backwards to you, but not to the person.
I gotta fix that. I'm gonna see if I can unmirror it.
We have cards. I also have it. Well, I can pull up my screen. So give me a second. I can do screen share. I think they switch it to present now. Share screen. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I don't think I can fix it. I know I can, but I don't want to go out and then do it and then try to come back in and my camera's stupid.
Don't worry, I'm going to.
I could have did that already.
Okay, so I'm gonna share this so you should be able to see up on the screen the first page, which says the tropes, and it says has all goddess names here. Rank 13 romance tropes from least to beast and share their choices with you. So this episode is romance, so it means we'll be doing this in the future as well with different genres. And then so the first card will be one that we do when we come back. Which that's what I have in my hand. It's 13 of these. I did manage to print them, shockingly. My printer worked a little bit.
I won't show it to you yet.
Yep. So
beast to beast.
Yeah, I didn't.
13.
I wrote mine on.
Do what? A 15-minute sprint and then come back and do the game.
Your camera's trying to leave.
Look, you see? You see?
Yep. It's like bye. It's like I don't want to be straight. There you go. We can see you. Hello, SD. Thank you for the reminder. That's why everyone leave a like on there and press that like button. Thank you.
SD is here. Hi,
yeah, she's here. So we're gonna do a 15-minute sprint. Aphrodite, what are you working on with your sprints this evening? Anything particular? Are you reading something? Or are you working on some studio filmmaker stuff, or are you writing?
All right, I'm just gonna spill the beans because I didn't want to say nothing, especially with SD around, because that's part of the surprise. But I'm working on my BJDs, ball jointed dolls.
Oh yeah.
I'm working on a redesign.
Okay, cool.
Because I wanted to surprise some people in Aphrodite who really have my back.
Okay, cool.
With some surprises. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
so that's
we do
probably
like
what I'm going to be on.
Cool, sounds good. All right, so as you already know, I said I'll be working on the draft Caliostro book 2. But that's what we're working on. So we're going to in 2 minutes because I want it to be even. I hate when you go out and it's like not even numbers. It's so annoying. So I think it's 1 minute. No, it's just turned 10. Okay, we're good. All right, so we can go ahead and jump on the first sprint. My clock was like, 1, 2. No, it's not. This just happened. So we're gonna go ahead and
look how it has me.
It's not that bad. It's just showing your head. You can always lean it down a little bit. You should be good.
I ain't touching it.
She said, because it left on its own last time. I was like, bye. All right, so
at least
we'll
be
back.
My Charm City shirt.
Yeah, sure. We'll be back in 15 minutes. So 7:15 our time, whatever 15 your time. And then we will actually be rating the first few romance tropes.
Wait a minute. What time are we coming back?
7:15. So we're doing 15. Yeah, we're doing 15-minute sprints tonight because we are going to be talking about the tropes a lot. So
what time is it now?
7 o'clock. 7. I'm sorry. 7:10. I'm saying the wrong time. I'm thinking it's 7 o'clock. So now
7:25.
Yeah.
All right. Gotta give me time to get set up. All right.
All right. We will see you at 7:25. See you soon. And that's time. Let's see if anyone else showed up in the chat while we were up. Hello, Reed. Love, listen. Happy to see you here. RC is bad. And SD, good luck with AWC. I couldn't do anything with it this year. My schedule is like, ugh. And that's actually the weekend of my daughter's birthday, so.
Oh my God. I had to find my way back.
I know. She's like, I'm lost now.
I'm like, wait a minute. So yeah, I missed whatever else came up.
I was just checking chat and seeing who was here. SD said, finished the first part of my video, doing the second part in a moment. Good job. I managed to write a couple paragraphs for that chapter I'm in, which I should be finishing up soon, wrapping up.
I changed my mind about drawing because my eyes are bothering me. So yeah. I started setting up the a script for one of my July videos.
Oh, cool.
I said, let me just go ahead and do that because it's a harder one for me. Yeah. It's about POV. And I like the POV I work in, but I'm trying to expand my horizon. Right. So I want to talk about that. So that's the one I'm writing now.
Cool. All right. So
how are we doing this? We're not going to do
the tropes. I can put the first one up on the screen so everyone can see what I'm reading from, and I will show it here as well, covering up my reading. But this is the.
I might actually do a video of this too.
Yeah, opposite subtract.
No, what's the? Oh, opposite subtract is your number 13.
I don't know. I just whatever the first page that I cut you had the tropes page with. That's I counted as the first one.
No. I mean, is that what you're saying is your number 13? Because we're supposed to rank them.
I have to figure
was that your least.
Oh, how are we ranking them? Because I guess
ranking them based on your least.
Oh, you mean in order? Are we ranking them in order, not just with the words? Oh, okay. No, I didn't really put them in order. So, let me pull up the.
Out of the 13, I'm sure something stands out as your least, though.
I'm sure it does. I have to look through them for that. I didn't rank them that way. Hold on a minute. I wasn't clear on that. It's my bad.
While she's going through hers to give her time,
I was going to
I can show you mine, and I did fix my camera. I think I fixed it. Y'all can let me know. And still, yes, that's the same stuff that's behind me is my packed boxes that I have not unpacked. It's still sitting there because I'm trifling. All right.
You're funny.
So my number 13, I can't wait to hear everybody else's. My number 13 was Unrequited Love. That's not to say that I don't like all the tropes. I like all the tropes. There's no trope actually I don't like. But my least favorite one is Unrequited Love, which is a one-sided romantic attraction that is not reciprocated. You will probably never get a story out of me with that trope. You'll probably never get a story out of me with that trope. So
I'm trying to show y'all to let me know if it's up on the screen though, because I have to add it. Hold on, I gotta add this to the.
I think it was for a second.
Hold on a second, let me pull it back up. Where is it? There it is. All right, so the list is, since you have to pick a least right now, I wasn't sure of how it was done. I thought we were just saying what was beast and what was least. I didn't get that. We should have put them in order. So anyway, so here we have opposites attract, which is two characters.
Show everybody the list.
So opposites attract, two characters with contrasting personalities, interests, or backgrounds are drawn to each other romantically. Then we have fake relationship. Two characters pretend to be in a romantic relationship. Star-crossed lovers. A romance between characters from conflicting backgrounds or fractions.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. Fairy tale retelling, a modern or an alternative take on a classic fairy tale. Unrequited love, a one-sided romantic attraction that is not reciprocated.
That's my number 13.
Yep. Twins / doppelgangers, identical or nearly identical characters causing confusion or intrigue. Love at first sight, characters falling in love instantly upon meeting. Amnesia, a character suffering from memory loss, often leading to a journey of self-discovery. Friends to lovers, a romantic relationship that develops between close friends. Fish out of water, a character placed in a setting or situation they are unfamiliar with. Forced proximity, placing two or more characters in close physical proximity or confinement, usually due to circumstances beyond their control. And the love triangle, a romantic relationship involving three characters.
Hi.
Forbidden love, a romance that faces significant obstacles or societal disapproval. So those are the trope options. I will pick mine and then I'll pull this back up for you. I'm gonna move that. So
again,
my
number 13, unrequited
love. So I think let me just go through my
I
list.
don't want to read a story where somebody is in love with somebody else, the other person doesn't feel the same way. Because even though I write a lot of tragedies, that's just sad. That's too sad for me. So I don't hate it. I just won't be writing them. I can't wait to see what Tamara and Dahlia are.
And then the love triangle. Now that's one of my least. I think I picked that as the least, but I have quite a few that's least on here. Not as many as I would have thought. Anyway, so it looks like it's gonna be this one. Unrequited love. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's probably my least favorite out of all of these because the whole and I watch K-dramas, Japanese dramas, and Chinese dramas. Okay, and they do this a lot on those dramas specifically, but it's worse than usual because there'll be this person that's just completely like, "Oh, you gonna like me?" Like, I just told you that I didn't like you though, and then you like, but you gonna like me, so I'm gonna keep stalking you because that's what it turns into.
Yeah.
Once you already told them you're not interested, and the character usually is interested in someone else who will probably be the second lead in the story, really. And which is also this can lead.
Unrequited love does lead to stalker type stories.
It will lead to that. It can, or they'll just leave it be. But either way, it's annoying. The characters are the most annoying characters that ever walked the face of the planet, too. Out of the way, but
if you get annoyed, then they did a good job.
Yeah, they did a good job. I'm like, this person is so annoying. Anyway, but so Unrequited love would be one of my least favorite. And now that could, if it's written a certain way though, and it's the story is the female lead or the male lead is unrequited love or one-sided, and it switches to not one-sided at some point, I'm not sure if they would count that as unrequited love story at that point.
Count.
Yeah, so it has to. I guess it has to.
The love interest goes off with somebody else, and then you got the poor Ducky character off to the side. He didn't get the girl.
Yeah, that's what SD was saying. She said, how does unrequited love work in romance? Unless this is a romance as a subplot, romance books have happy, ever after or happy
how
for now.
Is, even though the person doesn't get the one that they love, they still usually give that person a happy ending by realizing, oh, well, this other person is better for you. Or the ones I do like is you didn't need this person as much as you thought you did, and you get to go to art school. You realize you love you more. And that's how they get away with it because the person that the love interest is happy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the person who loved the person who didn't love them back is happy for them.
Yeah, that.
As
so I mean, I guess it doesn't.
As opposed to turning into you and wanting to, kill a bitch because they couldn't get
it might not be the main plot point of the story, but it's one of the romance plots in the story most of the time. Hence, because we all know romance has rules about being happy for now or happily ever after. Right. And if you don't write it in one of those ways, the romance community will lose their mind on your book. But
now, unrequited love falls in all genres. But
yeah, so it kind of can happen either way.
That person does have to have a happy ending.
Yeah, I've seen it. The person. The one drama that I just finished, one of the females that had an interest in the male lead, she met him on a blind date, and then she just was like, oh, she liked him, but he wasn't interested because he had a lot of stuff going on. Like, he was a neurosurgeon and he had left the hospital because of a death that occurred that he felt responsible for. So he was kind of down and out. But the female he did like was his best friend. So this romance had unrequited love, friends to lovers came up, and then one-sided love and that shit. So it had quite a few romance types in it. But the female who was like adamantly trying to pursue him was very annoying. And I'm sorry, she came off very pathetic at some points because they were on a dating show. So people were watching their thing. And so she was dating him on the show because his friend, who was the female lead of the show, was like asked him to be on her show because she's a PD. And so he agreed to it just because he liked her. So, but he was dating a girl who actually went on a blind date with, and then he was like, but he knew he liked her, so he ended up telling her while the show was going on. But the other girl was like, knew that he liked the PD, but she still was adamantly trying to pursue him, which I don't really believe in pursuing someone who doesn't want me at all and has literally been honest and said, I am actually, I have somebody that I'm in love with, like I like, and I don't like you like that. But you're going to be like, well, I'm going to keep, like, stop. Like, why are you embarrassing yourself? Please don't. So it's not like this woman wasn't in the picture or anything. And she even went to her one time, was like, could you back off? I was like, girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere and eat some Cheerios or something, like, get out my face. Like, she was getting on my nerves. But anyway, so this is why I don't like it, because sometimes it makes the person who's one-sided seem like very sad, and then like it's just no good on anyone's point. So it's like, oh.
But in romance, just to be clear, they will give that person
they did, of course. At the end, this random dude showed up when she was at the art gallery, and they had similar interests, and he was like, I watched the show and that guy was a fool, and she was like, like, whatever.
In horror
that would be good. Yeah, murder might happen from it.
I'll murder all your friends until you realize it. I'm gonna get your family in there.
Yeah, I've seen ones like that. That's creepy. It was fun. It's fun to watch.
But in romance, everybody does get to be happy. But yeah, unrequited love is not my favorite. It's my least favorite of the 13.
Yeah, I agree.
I do like all the tropes, but I will never write somebody who is.
No, I'm not doing that. That's not even. It's like no point to that. I hate that. As Dee said, but I have seen where one of the POVs starts with a different love interest, but it quickly switches to the main love interest. Mm-hmm. Yes, that happens. Yeah, it definitely does. And
Free love lesson, hey girl.
Yeah, you missed it when I introduced her. She said, I hate when there's miscommunication over the simplest thing just for the drama. Yeah, it can be frustrating, especially if the person like, oh, like I have something to say. But then they get interrupted and then they don't say it. Like, what do you do? I already know they have to draw it out because it's drama.
To do stuff like that.
It's to make you yell at the screen, I know. And it works every time. Like, what? Are you stupid? Do you not have a tongue?
One thing, like, there could be miscommunication because that happens with humans in general. But there's never miscommunication for the sake of drama in my stuff. I hate that.
Yeah, as Steve was saying, yeah, that must be it up here. That was above her other one. I haven't read a romance marketed book with unrequited love. It's just a trope, meaning it'll be in the book, not that it's like the main plot point. Because obviously, again, with romance, how would it be?
It can be because as long as it can be.
I mean, I don't see how that would work. It would never stay unrequited though if it really was going to be the main plot point.
It still stays unrequited if the person doesn't get the one they want.
That's what I mean.
But if they get a happy ending in another way,
Oh,
That's
you
how they
mean?
get
Oh,
away
you mean
with it.
like if the let's say the main female lead is in love with the one of the males that seems to be the male lead at the time, and he is unrequited, but she's in love with him, but then they introduce another dude, and
And
then
sometimes it's usually another person.
mhm.
It's usually another person.
Well, I
Because
actually
no matter
seen,
what, that person that they love
yeah,
does not love them. And it's
yeah,
not like it's this horrible thing. Like the person just don't love the other person.
yeah.
But the person that's in love, I think of the only example I know of it is that I can think of right now, not the only, but that's coming to me, is I don't know if y'all are familiar with Archie comics.
Yeah. I used to read those.
Well, Betty is in love with Archie.
Yeah, she is.
Archie is in love with Veronica.
Yeah, very true.
And Veronica is in love with Archie. Those two are going to be together. But Betty doesn't end up with Archie. Now it does matter what they have different universes where different things happen.
Yeah,
But Betty doesn't end up with him, but Betty still ends up happy.
yeah.
And that's how Unrequited Love will end up with the happy ending, so to speak.
Yeah, I think that most of the time they do make sure the unrequited love does end up with a happy ending, rather they are main character or
In
side
romance, you don't have a
character.
choice. In romance, if
You
to
have to do
do
that.
romance, you have to have the HES.
Yeah, because of course, there isn't going to be a book where they're like unrequited love all the way through, and it ended where she didn't get anybody, or
Right.
he didn't get
But
anybody.
then
That's not
that romance don't do
that
that.
won't be taken well. So it would it's kind of like a have to. She said, but that's when the other love interest quickly comes into focus, so that the unrequited love doesn't last long because romance rules. Like even though that's still a trope though, like a trope of unrequited love being in it, and they do it all the time, like all the time. But it's just that it can't stay that way because romance dictates that it
A
can't
movie that
unless you go
my friend was
subplot
in, my
romance.
friend Karen, love you, Karen. I don't know if you're watching because you're supposed to be watching today. And she did a movie, and I forgot the name of the movie. I'll when I remember it, I'll put it in the thing. And there was a girl in there, and she absolutely like mirrored her life around this boy. Loved this boy, loved him. Is one of those, yeah, that she looks real pathetic because clearly this boy may like her as a friend, but just as a friend.
Yeah.
And so she even signed up for the same job as him. She followed him to this job. And it was a camp job where they were counselors for the summer.
Yeah.
And she said, you know what? I'm just going to live the summer out. I'm not going to say nothing to him. I'll let him see how wonderful I am, and maybe he'll come around. And she wasn't there 5 seconds before she just blessed her undying love for him. And he basically had to pat her on the head and said, I'm sorry, I don't feel the same way.
Yeah.
So she spends the majority of the movie crying over him.
I see that Legally Blonde.
It sounds like Legally Blonde. It's not Legally Blonde.
But it's not Legally Blonde. I knew Karen wasn't in that. That's the only why I knew it wasn't that.
And he went, and so she's crying through the whole damn movie because this boy don't want her. He just don't want her. Meanwhile, the one he wants him. So he's hooked up, and she's got nobody, and she looks real dumb because she followed this boy. Now, at the end, she's okay. She gets some good happiness. But literally Unrequited Love at its best.
Yeah, man.
So I think what we should do is go into another sprint so give you time to rank your other 12.
I don't need time. We should go ahead and do more than one.
All right, you want to do it number 12?
Yeah.
All right. What's your number 12? I'll let you go.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying to get my damn this freaking stapler out of here.
She did the same thing, and that girl was super intelligent.
Yeah, she really was. That's my little lease. So there we go. That one's also annoying.
My birds are making out, y'all.
Hey.
They are going for it. Hey.
Yeah, they always making out.
You're young. Too young for all that. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I need to mind my business, apparently.
Hold on a second. I'm just going to make sure I have all my leases. Hold it.
Hey, Danny. Why does your office look like Halloween?
Oh, yeah, your grandson. He's funny, though. I said, because I'm the mistress of horror, that's why.
That didn't compute.
I'm like, what happened? I don't know what you talking about, girl. All right.
All right,
So
what's your number 12?
my next one is Love Triangle.
Love Triangle.
Yep.
Mine is Fish Out of Water. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
So a character that's placed in a setting or situation they are unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
I don't vibe with this one as much because even though I do write stuff like this, I don't vibe with this as much because it what's the best way to put it? Putting somebody in such an unfair advantage.
Yeah.
And like I've never been to Mars, and you guys been living on Mars forever. Now I just get here, the new girl in town, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It is not as fun to me.
As pleasing to the read or watch.
Not saying that it can't be good, yeah, because I've seen it done very well.
Yes, it definitely can be done well, sure.
Very well.
Love Triangle.
Told me that mine was that Aaliyah was a fish out of water, but she wasn't a fish out of water. She was all about that stuff. She just never been to that school.
That part.
So she got into that school because she
definitely wasn't a fish out of water.
Right. So it wasn't the same thing. I mean, there was aspects that were, but that would have been true for all the teenagers.
Yeah, starting there when you go to high school and everybody's a fish out of water in that case.
So yours is Love Triangle?
Yeah, it says a romantic relationship involving 3 characters. Now, that could be taken many ways. If it's a poly romance, then I'm all for that.
If everybody loves everybody. But
if everybody loves everybody and they end up, you're right. They can't end up like a reason why I don't love the basic love triangles. I'm gonna say this means the basic love triangle. The reason why I don't, because there we go again with the third fucking wheel, like being annoying. Like I just so annoying. I love romance stories. It's like the 2 people and like, here comes the third wheel. Like, no, get that out of my face. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's annoying. Like, what you inserting yourself in a place that no one wants you at? Like, what are you doing?
No, what I hate, because even that one, because that can get like leading to unrequited. But what I hate is the 2 hot guys in love with the same girl.
Well, I mean, technically that's reality, but
woe is me.
Her being like, oh no. Well, I mean, it's quite realistic, sadly for the guys, but usually it'd probably be more like 5 guys. Let's just be honest. It'd probably be more like 5 guys after the same woman at the same time. So 2 being after the same woman at the same time, not too surprising. But they go to of course, when it's in a drama or in a book, it's more like they're quite prominently pursuing this woman, like in each other's space type of situation.
She can't decide. And that's the thing in a romance.
That's always quite annoying.
She doesn't know which one she's going to choose. And so
I actually just watched one. I watched the one where it was like a love triangle kind of happened, but it was one of the guys was her friend. She did not have interest in him like that. He did have interest in her like that, so you got the one-sided love thing. And then the other guy, she didn't know she liked him at first, but then she started liking him, and he had a whole bunch of shit going on. So they end up dating for a little bit, and then the other dude comes over,
more one-sided,
and they start fighting, which was like, I got my popcorn out, granted.
Yeah, that's
because they were fighting.
Unrequited. Like
that's part of that's like unrequited.
Both other characters, no matter who they are, whatever their gender is, have to be interested in the one, and the one has to be not sure which other 2.
Yeah, so
but that's why it should be called a love V, not a triangle.
Yeah, I really don't like the love triangle because of that, especially if it's in the full setting of like, oh, I don't know which one. I'm like, I will bang you in your head, girl, if you don't pick one of these guys. Like, stop.
I can't write one. Like, there are some good ones out there.
There are some,
but I can't write one because my character will go, why choose? Come on, babies.
Hey, that's what I said. And that's why I said if it's poly, then no, this would not apply. Now, if it's a poly, I'll be all up for that. When it's a reverse harem, and Now in reverse harem, a lot of times they pick one of the guys, I believe.
Sometimes
But
that definitely is like one of the things in reverse harem hood that people don't like.
I don't like that. Like, why can't she just have all of them? What's going on? Like, we took a time period where it's fine. Like, if they all agree, I don't see what the issue is, which I am writing one of those. So, with the brothers. But let's see what everyone else says here. SD said, yeah, not a fan of love triangle. Yeah, because, like, girl, pick one, stop.
It's on my least, but I don't hate them.
First of all, I don't hate any of these. I will watch them all. Let's be honest. I will read them all. I have, and I still do to this day. But I just like for picking least. That's like, you know, if I had to pick through them, like you only can watch this one, then that would be the case. Read, love, listen to me either because they always make one love interest way better than the other, or make one effed up so bad.
Right.
That's true. You do that a lot.
With Bella and
they
Edward
want you to be okay with the pick.
What's the wolf boy name? Bella, Edward, and Jacob. They did that with them.
Team Jacob.
You knew she was going with the vampire. You knew it. You knew.
Yeah. Yeah, they tried to cause some conflict and were like, oh, they did the kissing thing, and Edward was like, yeah, well, you know, I was like, I would have bit his neck. He better not be getting no kisses. Anyway, as he said, so my subtitle for my Kickstarter, which should have keywords for SEO, includes fantasy, romance tropes, enemies to lovers, Beauty and the Beast, and hidden magic. Hey. Sounds good to me.
It is Beauty and the Beast. That'll
That's
work.
right. Read love list that love triangle can work with poly. Yes, right. Like this one I read about a lady who had members of an R&B group be her love interest, and it worked perfect.
Damn, I want to do that.
Yeah, well, I
want to do that. A whole group, yes.
What's the real twist here, right? It said, Ray Lovelace said it'd be different if it's two great guys, but she can't choose and it's open dialogue, or if it's all parts interested in each other. Right.
That is why I say I don't dislike the triangle, because it can be done well.
Look at the yeah, girl. See, I told you. She said, I did date 5 guys at once in my mid-20s. One is my husband now. Say you made your choice. They all knew I was dating the others. Hey, that's the way it goes. Are you honest? Until one day my hubby said, I want to be the only one you're dating. Well, hey, see, he spoke up.
Communication.
It's important. It's important. Go ahead now.
And now, by the way, you are my
queen. Look, don't start me like Little Red Riding Hood. You are sure looking good. Let me stop.
How do you even know that song? You are too young to know that song.
Girl, no. Oh my goodness. All right. So we can go ahead.
So we don't end up too long. What's your number 11?
My number 11. Let's see. I think I put those two here. I need to. Amnesia.
Oh shit, you're gonna hate me because Amnesia ain't nowhere near low on my list. Yeah, my number 11 actually is Love Triangle, which we already talked a lot about.
Yeah, so Amnesia.
So why did Amnesia fall so low on your list?
Well, it's a character suffering from memory loss, often leading to a journey of self-discovery. Because it's probably because I've come across some that the way they were presented, it's just very frustrating.
Oh, they can be the corniest fucking stories.
Yeah, it can be if it's done well. Listen, one that was done bad for me was the one with my boy Tatum in it.
Mm.
And his wife, or she was his fiance, loses her memory. Like at the she is such a bitch in this movie. I'm sorry that she lost her memory, but don't mean you automatically be like an asshole. Like, you know this is your husband. They told you, or you don't know. But obviously everyone else, your parents, everybody's telling you, yeah, this is the husband. He's trying to take care of you. He's a really, really nice guy. But you like, I just don't remember you. But bitch, you don't remember no one but your parents. You know my ex and stuff.
You don't remember nobody. Why you messing? Why you mean to him?
Why you being me him? Like, I just can't. He's like so sad in this movie because he's trying so hard to be like, and I'm like, this amnesia bitch. Like,
I'm gonna tell you just like this, and you'll know why. Amnesia ranked a little bit higher on me because I fucking love Amnesia stories.
I know somebody.
You're gonna love my Amnesia story because again, I ain't do the dumb shit. And I'll just tell you. No, I'll wait till we get to my Amnesia thing to tell you.
Yeah, so I just don't like it because I think it becomes very frustrating because the person doesn't remember, and then like it depends if they do get it when they start remembering. Because I've watched stories like a lot of Chinese dramas and K dramas have represented those stories and did them well in my opinion because they did eventually remember enough to for it to be fixed or whatever the case may be. Or they've done it where in K dramas where they have lost their memory. They were a terrible person, of course, and then they don't go back to being a terrible person, let's say, and then a girl who's trying to get revenge on him pretends to be his fiance, but then she falls in love with him, and then he falls in love with her. So that works if you've done right, but a lot of times
they did that with the Goldie Hawn movie.
Yeah, I know that one.
That was so good.
That was Overboard.
That's
one of my favorites.
So good because she was trash.
She was trash, so it doesn't work when you do it that
took whole advantage of her. Yeah. And the thing that made me laugh the most is while he was doing like he got his kids in on it. They knew this woman wasn't their mother. He knew it wasn't his wife, but he was going to pay her back. And then she got attached to everybody. And what made me smile was when she got attached, when she went down to the school for the kids. You remember that part?
Yeah.
Like, oh, my son, like he had the measles or something, he was being mistreated. She went off. So when it came time when she got her memory back and she was leaving, they flipped out. And don't leave. I love that movie.
Yeah, I love the Overboard.
I love it. Amnesia. Amnesia is one of my favorite tropes. We'll get there.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
Let me
you want to do one more or how many more?
We could do one more.
All right, so I'm gonna do my number 10.
Okay.
Fake relationship. Now, that's not saying that I don't like fake relationships, but can y'all see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, fake relationship. That was my number 10. And only because at this point, like it was easy to do my very least and my very best, but the ones in the middle just kind of tied, to be honest.
Yeah, they kind of tie once they get in the middle.
So, fake relationship, 2 characters pretend to be in a romantic relationship. I think let me take this back. My favorite fake relationship stories is when both characters are faking. I need to fake because I need to make my girlfriend jealous. I need to fake because I can get my family off my back. When they're both faking. I don't like the ones when one does like the other one, but then willing to go through with the fake.
Yeah, that's not good.
And then those ones I don't like as much, but I like when both of them are faking because I love.
You know which one I really love?
When they get to where like, oh my god,
I love the contract ones.
Yeah,
which is fake, is under fake, but I love the contract ones. Those are so freaking fun. Oh my gosh!
That was it ranked low, but it really isn't low on my heart.
It's not too bad though. 10.
It's not. My caveat is they both have to be faking before they realize when they got to know each other. But damn, we pretty cool. It ain't a lot no more.
True that.
So what's yours? What's your number 10?
Twin / doppelganger.
Look, you're gonna notice that our shit's gonna be totally opposite.
Once it gets to the top, yeah. Because identical or nearly identical characters causing confusion or intrigue. Now, I mean, I don't dislike it, obviously, but it is like it's lower ranked than the other ones that kind of beat it out. Only because I don't really see. I'm not sure how it would work as as me like if it had to be like a side thing. I don't know. I just like.
See, I like dastardly stuff, and twins are easy to use for dastardly type stuff.
Sure.
So I like that, and I don't write anything that don't have twins in it. They're either identical twins where you can't tell apart. Adrian, Adrian is popping. If y'all haven't got his book, what are y'all waiting for?
That's facts though.
For real. So, but I like twins and all kinds. I like twins who are close, that really care about each other. I like twins who hate each other. I like twins who look so much alike their family don't know. I like fraternal twins, boy and girl.
Yeah,
I like twins.
I do like twins. I just don't know in what context for the. You mean just the being in romance? I'm not sure.
When you got like, for instance, if it's doppelganger twins, because that's the point of this one is they
Yeah,
have to look alike, but it's like you switch with me, I switch with you, they start living each other's life.
Yeah, I actually
Oh
wrote
my
that, but
God,
mine was kind of like mine's horror, so it was a real quiet
love
here.
that. One of the ones I watched a long time ago, and I can't think of her name. Red hair. She's Heart to Heart. She was on Heart to Heart. The wife on Heart to Heart. Anyway, she did a movie where she was a twin, and her life was just boring. She didn't have this, this great life. She had this twin sister who was out there living in her world.
Like Man in the Iron Mask, they did the switch on.
Yes, and so they switched places because the one twin was just tired of the attention, and she just needed a break. Yeah. So the other was like, "Yeah, I'll step in because I don't have nothing going on."
Yeah.
Well, oh my friggin' God. They switch places and the good one gets killed because when she switched with her, now her sister didn't set her up. She didn't know nothing about this. Somebody was out to kill the rich and famous, hanging on a yacht one.
Oh, cool.
She got killed, and now the good sister is gone.
Yeah.
But now the quote unquote bad sister is in the library, mommy life.
Yeah.
Oh my! It was so good, but yeah, obviously she ends up falling in love with the husband who was her brother-in-law, and
right.
She has to come clean too, but she comes clean only to the inner circle because the rest of the world thinks she's dead.
True.
That was good, but the best twin doppelganger thing that I fucking loved was Sisters Betty motherfucking Davis.
Oh, Betty Davis, yeah.
When I watched that movie and it still stirs in me. My favorite part is that heifer did everything she could because she wanted her sister's man.
Yeah.
She did everything she could to switch. Finally did it. Pulled off her life. Got rid of her. Thinking that her sister had this great life on the outside, and that's what it looked like because that's what people do. They perpetrate. She gets in. She finally got this man. And my favorite part, she's climbing in the bed with him because she thinks she get ready to do the thing.
Uh-oh.
And he looked at her. He said, "Like, what are you doing?" And she goes, "Oh, well, we're married and we should do things that married people do." He says, "I don't like you. I've always loved your sister." And literally, it was.
I can't, man.
He said, "I never loved you." What? He really was wondering what was up with her because they were pretending the whole time.
Yeah, what are you doing?
So then
that's hilarious.
She killed her sister for the man who already loved her.
Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah. So that's why it ranks.
Oh, I can like it, but I probably like it more in horror, probably higher up when it's in horror or thriller or something. Horror and thriller, yeah.
I think it's a movie called Doppelganger with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through it all.
Oh yeah, it's good.
So
she's like, no. I have one I did with twins that I wrote. That was fun. That's in the Nana series, so of course. Let's see. Reed Loveless says, I hate the amnesia on the Sensible TV show, but I still like the show, but it was unbelievable. Yeah, amnesia you have to be careful with. You don't mess it up. SD said, you'd hate my fourth book. In my series DL, oh to me, FMC creates a curse that kills thousands due to miscommunication with love interest. Wow.
I don't think I would hate that.
1,000 years later, she has amnesia and can't remember anything about the curse.
No.
Actually, that's pretty good.
See, that sounds brilliant.
That's done well. I don't mind. Right. I like twists and turns. I love that actually. Marie Loveless, I love when the shows do that. I remember watching a K-drama like that years ago. I can't remember everything, but I think the love interest worked at a hotel. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen it. I've seen almost everything. If you name it, I watch them like, yes, Contract. I love, and the business proposal one on Netflix is like one of the best contract K-dramas around. I love it. And I love CEO. romance is like when it's the CEO. I just can't. Men in suits is over, especially like Korean men in suits.
Oh, we gotta find her.
Let's see. Deirdre Ann Anderson has this in her book, Will to a Doom. Oh, that's the name of the book. Okay.
Will to a Dom? Is this like a dirty book?
Sound like something I want to read. She's here on YouTube if you don't know her. Actually, I don't.
I'm gonna find it though.
Check her out.
Does SD have a
Adrian said, I love the excitement when yelling Adrian. Adrian! Nice.
I just love you so much, dude. Like I brag about you like we know each other in real life.
Oh, look at you. Yes. Yes. He said there's a poly romance subplot in my room. No, you see, you know what's going on, Adrian. You know what's going on.
I just
yes, look, Aphrodite. It's BDS.
Oh, can we give SD a wrench if she don't have one so she can put some links in?
I think did I give her a wrench? I thought I did.
don't know. She has a link. She has a wrench on my channel. I don't know if she has one on yours.
I thought I gave her one. Let me pull it up real quick and see.
I do think we should do one more and then go back to a sprint because we can be.
Oh, no, we can. I have it timed about because we're not too far off actually.
Okay, that's good.
So we're not too far. You good? Let me see. I thought I gave her a wrench a while ago, but maybe I didn't.
Like I said, get Adrian's book. First of all, the cover is perfection. Perfection. I don't know if Adrian did the cover or had it done by someone else.
You are now rich SD. I believe you can add links if you want to at this point.
It is the bomb.
Yeah, the cover is gorgeous.
I've been promoting that book everywhere. Yes. Oh my God.
I think that should have gave you a wrench now. It's a good. Yep, you are wrenched, SD. So you should be able to share links, I believe.
Yeah, and the Anderson person definitely.
There we go. She put the link. Thank you, SD.
Appreciate you. Especially if I do autumn is for my erotica stuff.
Oh yes,
April and autumn. I mean April and August. Excuse me.
April and August.
So it's AWE.
Where is? I'm trying to see.
So
link.
Yeah, but I want to know what your number 9 is.
Oh, right now.
Yeah.
No, there's no more that says lease on them. That's gonna be a little hard, Mister. Maybe not, Mister.
You say it's hard for you.
Okay, so my number 9 is Fish Out of Water. As you know, you picked that one already.
That was my first one.
Yeah, so
that's
a character in a setting or situation they are unfamiliar with. Opposites attract, girl.
That's my number 9. 2 characters with contrasting personalities, interests, or backgrounds are drawn to each other romantically. Now, I would like to reiterate, I love this trope, but we had to rank them according to what we like.
Yeah, it's really hard once you get up to like the ones you really, really like.
I do like opposites attract now, but I think opposites attract is one of those tropes that people can really fuck up though too, because you can be opposite because obviously they do attract, but you still got to have some commonality in there for that attraction to keep going.
Let's see. She said that Deirdre, she does Trope Wednesdays where she covers 5 romance tropes every week. Cool.
Oh, cool. I can't wait to find out.
Is she fairly new? She might be fairly new to YouTube, maybe.
But yeah, I think because that one can get the messiest, because you'll have people who are like the opposites attract. Like my favorite color is purple, your favorite color is pink, and they never come to. Let me pick better colors to blend. My favorite color is blue. Your favorite color is yellow. And they never come together with green. Someone always switches off and decides they now like blue. So then you have the 2 blue. See, and I don't like that. but it can be done well. When it's done well, it's the bomb.
It can. I agree with that. Adrian shared his link, so if anyone's interested, please follow the link because he is rich, so he can share links all day. The fish out of one thing, the setting thing, I do like that.
Can you read it?
He said he has the link to his book. For anyone interested, is murder mystery in a sci-fi fantasy world with an ensemble cast and poly romance subplot into it. Yeah. So I mean, fish out of water, character placed in a setting or situation they are unfamiliar with. I mean, technically that could be taken multiple ways. Of course, that could of course be taken, if you're taking into fantasy romance where they're taken to another planet or they're taken to another setting, they completely don't know what the hell's going on. They wake up in an alien ship. Anything like that could occur. That I do like. If they go, or if they take the character and they take them out of, like, let's say, like if it's Korean drama, they take them out of the Hossein period and they put them in our current modern day. That's always kind of funny, but they are out of setting. Those are my favorite types of those.
Right. And that's why I said these aren't
hard to get ranked. Like I dislike it. No, I do not dislike it.
These aren't
I don't like dislike any of these really. Just ranking them. It's a little hard.
That was my least favorite to read, but it doesn't mean I don't like it.
Yeah. So, anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do a 15-minute sprint, which means we'll be back at 25 after, 26 after now. So I think it's 11 after.
Wait a minute. Looks like Adrian said something else after the.
Let's see. No, he was talking to Read, Love, Listen. He's thanking her. Oh, she checked it out. SD said, Deirdre Ann has been here for a moment on YouTube, but doesn't have the subs like she should. Yeah, we're gonna have quite a few of us going around like that, like been here for years. Like, where's the subs at, people? Where's the subs? I was gonna say because her subs are kind of like on the lower end, but that's not too surprising. It's how YouTube works. So some people get under the radar and don't get enough attention like they should. I had her on my channel to talk romance writing back in February.
You know what?
I think I missed that one.
Can I just say this real quick? I haven't, honestly, Shannon, I didn't even know you still had some videos coming up because I haven't got one. I don't ever
actually get
not one
alert actually, and I have the, like, you know, I should be getting her stuff, but then
the bell is wrong and everything. I'm gonna unsubscribe and then resubscribe and see if that does it, because I don't understand. Like there was a couple months when I was thinking, where the hell is everybody? And
I don't get notices and nothing.
Just not getting any notices. That's not cool.
Yeah, it's really annoying actually. So sometimes I gotta go directly look and check because they just don't let you know when stuff pops up, so it's not too shocking. All right, so we're
a small enough community. We need to have each other's backs, and then it doesn't look like we do because we don't even know.
We only know when the other one is like stuff coming up, which is annoying too.
Like sometimes I agree with that. I get to catch some of Adrian's stuff is because Adrian will then post on like Facebook or somewhere.
Yeah, I'm in his Facebook group, so I
wouldn't even know.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't. Oh, Adrian said your glasses are amazing. I know I told her earlier. They are. YouTube be crazy sometimes. He said, I'm getting the Jetsons by. Yeah.
I'm a Googie girl. I do like my Googie stuff.
Jetsons. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump on that 15-minute sprint. So we're just going to go ahead and round it off and be back at 8:30 since it's almost 15 now. It's like 13 after. So we'll be back at 8:30 our time. And then whatever your hour is, 30. So see you.
8 left.
Yep, 8 left. So it should even out. We can do some and come back, and then we can do the last sprint and do some at the very end. So we'll do 4 and 4.
I can't wait till y'all see my number 1. Y'all gonna be like, ew, what is wrong with you, girl?
That's funny. All right, see you in a little bit. And it's time.
Always when I get in my groove.
That's usually how it works.
That's fine, though. Ain't it? Okay.
That's okay.
It's only one of the hardest scripts I have ever had to write.
That's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like interrupting you.
What you get done?
I am finished that chapter, so moving on to the next one.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah. Okay.
I got my first tip out of 10 done.
Oh, cool.
Only got 9 more to go and a bonus, so technically 10 more to go.
Right.
But,
SD almost done with second part video. Good job. Get it done. Get it done.
but video, are you recording or editing?
Probably editing, I would imagine. Maybe editing.
Because it takes me forever to do both. I'm gonna batch record all of July just so I don't get bogged down like I have been. Because we're in our Charm City Filmmakers. I don't know if you can see my shirt.
There we go.
We're in our filming mode, and a lot is required of me because I head the studio. So I'm just gonna batch record all my stuff for which I used to do. That's how I used to do it anyway. But I'm gonna batch record July, and the one that's for June, I'm gonna shoot that. I hope by Wednesday. And then the other ones, whatever, I get another free day because I need a producer for that. I need a little bit of help.
A little bit of help.
Yeah.
So, Adrian said, I used that sprint to reach out to guests for my interview show returning in July. Both you working, and SD said did both. Recording, editing.
Yeah.
Screen recorded, a part edited. Second part screen recorded and in process to edit now. Get it done, get it done.
I hate
editing. Yeah, it's always fun.
Edit. It's 4-letter
I had to edit my show, my blog that went up today. I had to edit that. That took a while. So it was like 5.
Yeah, I saw that. I did get a no, I didn't. Let me take that back. I didn't get a notice. When I was going to the channel, I saw that you put something up there today. I just didn't look at it yet because I was getting ready for this.
This is my writer's blog. Pretty much be saying like, yeah, y'all, I failed at the thing. Or as I put it in there, not failed, postponed. It didn't get done yet, but I'm working on it. Like, and then there's some other things I talked about, but yeah.
But it's the cool thing about, like, what I like the most about Author Tube is the fact that we share the ups and the downs. We share
now everything's all peachy key.
Like, I'm not going to show you all just the flowers, all the good stuff. Roses.
It's not always easy. It's difficult to write.
It really isn't.
Oh,
it wouldn't be fair if you're trying to be transparent and you're also trying to let other people know that, hey, you can do this and it's tough.
Yeah, and it's tough.
Because if you're seeing people going, oh, and now my 57th book is out, and they're not talking about how they bled all over it.
Yeah, right. The blood, sweat, and tears.
When they're bleeding, you make them think, well, damn, I must not be good at this because Aphrodite didn't bleed. Shit, exactly. Aphrodite went anemic.
Right? Shoot, girl, listen. Had to go get some blood transfusion. As he said, just recorded my short process of using Canva to get a book cover with the ripped paper. I did that to show only part of the cover. That's cool.
Yeah, I did that.
We always like tutorials. They're very helpful. Second part, record the process, upload image, show another site to get a third mock-up of book. All this is free.
Wait a minute, what did you say about 3D mock-up?
Second part, recorded the process to upload image to another site to get a third 3D mock-up of a book. Oh. So they can get your 3D mock-up.
Yeah, I know how to do that if you ever get stuck.
Yep. The thumbnail I put up today shows the final image for my recording, so she's working hard. Adrian said, I love that too. Yeah, everyone's like showing the bad and the good. It's not all sunshine and rainbows coming out of the unicorn butts, right? It's not. Sometimes there are storm clouds and poop. Yeah, we do what we can. Yeah, he said it right. That's his back right there.
Storm clouds and poop. Yeah, sometimes the butt is doing butt work.
Yep, that's the facts all day. You're not lying. All right, so we're
Yeah.
gonna start rating these tropes. We have 4 to rate this time around, and then we're gonna do another sprint,
All
and
right.
then we're gonna rate the last 4 when we come back from the last sprint. So we have 4 to rate. So I'm gonna put these
Hi,
over the side.
unicorn. Hi.
Hey.
So we can start off with my number 8 because we discussed this topic already, and that is amnesia.
Amnesia is your number 8. Okay.
And I'll get to tell you why amnesia is ranking a little
All right,
higher.
go ahead.
And I'll make it as brief as possible. I
Cool.
never had any interest in nothing about amnesia. It was always a mystery to me. And whenever they do amnesia in the movies, it was always the person was living a normal life, the person got amnesia, and the person got their memory back. That was always the way it went. And I was watching Oprah one day, and I was a kid. I was still in school. So just to tell you how long ago this was, because your girl's 60. I was damn, I'm 60. There was an episode on Oprah, and they had these 3 families on there, and I will never forget this for as long as I live. They had people who had amnesia. So the one woman, she said, and they didn't get their memories back.
Yeah,
they were
some
also
people
talking
don't.
about other things that went along with it. Like the one lady, she lost all of her life after the age of 10.
Yeah.
But she also lost the ability to taste.
Yeah.
So it was other stuff that they never talk about that went along with it.
When they write, yeah, amnesia.
What struck my attention, these 3 people, it was like 2 ladies and a dude, and they had their families. What struck me was when the one said, like, she didn't know her husband, she didn't know her kids, she knew her mother and father and any sibling that had already been born.
Yeah.
Imagine losing that though, like losing a sibling.
Yeah.
But she didn't know her work life. She didn't know what she did for a living. Like anything after the age of 10 was gone.
Mm.
But she said what she wanted to do
Hi,
in life.
Adrian.
What
Yeah.
she wanted to do in life, turns out she did it. When she was little, she wanted to grow up and be a nun. Be a nurse.
Oh, okay.
And she was a nurse. And she said that her husband, even though she did not know this man, he was her type. He was a guy that she would have liked.
Right.
So even though she was in an unfamiliar setting, wasn't unfamiliar in the set that she didn't like. She wasn't like a millionaire and then married a bum. Like she's with the person she would have chosen.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I never thought about that. So then I said, well, wait a minute. She didn't get her memory back, so she has like a brand new life with these people. Yep. She never got her memory back. Now they're always telling her stuff that they had done.
Yeah.
She has no recall of it. So I said, well, wait a minute. What if you lost your memory and you didn't know what life you were going to do? You're having a different life than the one you planned when you were young.
Yeah.
And what if the person who is your type is not who you married?
Yeah, because that's usual.
I said, wait a minute, I want to tell that story. So
yeah, people don't. A lot of times, people don't pick their types per se. Who they end up marrying, that's not.
That was so cool. Like, and then the other 3 were like, yeah, we are doing like relatively things that we like. Now, some of them were a little bit older when they lost their memory.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to have a character who loses her memory, because I always have a female lead who loses her memory and realizes when when they're telling her that she is nothing close to anything she ever wanted to do. Like, for instance, she wanted to grow up and be a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of being a lawyer, she ended up getting this great job working for DEPROM, the Department of Environmental Protection.
Yeah.
So she was still like helping people, but she didn't become a lawyer. Her high school love was her fiance. She broke up with him because he was trophying her. Like, not that he didn't love her,
right?
He loved him more, and he was good to have on his arm. She looked good.
She was a trophy.
He had that kind of attitude, and she woke up from it. She had a best friend who, when she herself was young, the main character was young, she had all these little prejudices about like LGBTQ.
Mm-hmm.
not knowing the whole time her best friend was gay, and her best friend was scared to come out to her because of
Yeah.
her views.
Yeah.
So when her best friend finally does come out to her, they're fine. They talk it out. They love each other. All is good. She went to the wedding. I mean, everything went great, right? So
Yeah.
she's working a job that she didn't think she was going to be in. She broke up with the love of her life. Her best friend, her and her best friend are great. She leads her. She meets another guy
Mm-hmm.
who is the opposite of anybody she would even let touch her. She
Right. Yeah.
referred to him like he was younger than her, different race. He was new money.
Yeah.
She just that's just pretend she new money. She don't care about people with new money. Um, everything about him. He was cocky. She was like, what you think you cute? Whatever. Like she was not feeling this dude, and he was like, oh no, you gonna feel me because I'm feeling you. And then
Nice.
they ended up falling in love. They got married. They had a baby, little Malcolm.
Mm-mm.
Um, by the time Malcolm turned 3, that's when she has her accident. She loses her memory. And guess how far back she loses her memory?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I heard about this. My mom watched this one, I believe.
College. No. This is the one I wrote.
Oh, it sounds
College.
like that one with the one woman, and she
Oh
ended up
my.
like liking her ex or something, and like leaves her, like she don't know remember her kid and stuff, and she's
Yeah. But
like,
this was
oh, I remember my fiance.
you know me. You know my I don't write fairy tale stories.
I know like real stuff
So
don't
because
have.
I had one of my kids read it, and when I say kids, I'm sorry, one of the kids' friends read it, not one of my kids, because my kids
Yeah,
are
you
not
adopt
prejudiced.
everybody's kids, like
And she was reading, she was like, "Oh, I don't like her with that white guy.
oh
I
Lord,
like her with him because he was this and he was that." I said, "He's pretentious and he's a prick, but
just
they still work out better." And then when she read as she got through it, and then
that made
I don't want to give the ending away, but she got through it, she's crying like, what happened?
why
Like
she trying to go with
white guy,
him?
the white guy's amazing. Like,
Okay.
oh really? All of a sudden he's amazing
Oh,
because
they
he
changed
turned
your
into a
mind, did
person.
it?
He turned
That's
into a
funny.
person and not a color.
Right, exactly.
And so long story short, she loses her memory. Her baby is 3 when she
Mm.
loses her memory there in a bad car accident. And when they wake up and like, what's your name? Who are you? Know what year it is? And she gets the year wrong, and that's the first indication. And then
Yep.
they're like, well, who's your husband? She said, well, I'm not married, but if I'm married, it would be Tony, it'd be Anthony. And her husband's standing there like,
No. Who's Tony?
oh my God. And it's so messed up, but
Yeah.
she makes the ultimate decision because like she's working at Deborah. She's like, why am I here? And then her best friend is gay. How? What the fuck?
Mm.
Like, why? What?
She all
Like, oh,
confused.
it was crazy. And she ends up giving custody of her baby to her actual husband
Yeah.
because she's like, I don't know y'all, and I don't want to try no more because the doctors were telling them you gotta stimulate her to make her get her memory back.
Yeah.
And there's a scene in it that's really good that I can't say on camera
Yeah.
that he did to try to get her memory back, like recreate something that happened, which she thought was beautiful, but she was like, I still don't have no feelings for this guy. So I love me some amnesia stories. I don't like the clunk on the head, get your memory back shit.
Yeah, because they could go either
I
way. But
don't
I
like
like
that. To
50
find
First
out that most
Dates.
people don't get their memories back,
Yeah, they don't.
people amnesiacs, most of them don't get their memories back.
No, they don't. I mean, they
But
they
in the
probably.
movies, they do, and it's like I don't want to tell a story where she got her memories back.
Yeah, so it's 50 First Dates was one of the ones I like. She didn't got her memory back because she loses her memory
Oh, I heard
every
about
day.
that.
Every day she loses her memory. Every time she goes to sleep, when she wakes up, she doesn't remember. So he had to make like videos every day, and they had kids and stuff, and
Oh,
he
see,
had
that
to
would
make
make
the
me
video.
cry.
That Adam Sandler, you know how he be like, oh, it's a comedy, and then really the moral of the story is,
Yes,
you know how he
I
do
love
that.
Adam. I love
I
Adam.
know. And
Now my
so
story, as
it's a
morbid
good
as
one
that
though.
sounded, it does have a great ending.
If you did see
But
50
you have
First
to
Dates,
give
did
it
you
to
see
it
that?
to
Did you
see,
see
and I don't
50
want to
First
give it
Dates?
away.
Huh?
Huh?
Did you see 50 First Dates?
No,
Girl, you need to look at that. It's Drew Barrymore. I love Drew Barrymore.
I love
Like
Drew
you
too.
need to look at that because it's so, oh my
It's gonna make me
God.
cry though, right?
Well, yeah, but
So
it's
that's why I ain't
but it's
sure.
still a happy ending. But
Yeah, I
it's
don't
like,
mind making other people cry with my
but
story.
it's like a happy ending as it has to be because she does lose her memory every day, but he keeps making her fall in love with him every day. So
Oh.
it's like
So I'll send
it's
you mine. I'll send you
yeah,
this about the story I'm telling you so you can read
yeah.
it. I don't. I feel
Oh,
like
well, I feel like I read it before. It sounds so familiar.
I
I
feel like
thought
I
you sent it
overwhelmed
to
you
me.
with too much stuff. That's why.
I
Like
thought you
I'll
sent
send
it
it
to
to
me.
you though because it's one of the ones. Even my son likes it.
Yeah.
Even though
I
again it
don't
came
know
out
why I feel like I seen it. Like I seen it as a movie where you talk about it. But I thought maybe you sent it to
because
me
it's a
before.
script form. You may have read some of it because it's
I'm
in
sure
script
I must
form.
have read it
It's
because
not
I know
novel.
it.
It's not a novel. It's a
I
movie.
know. I figured it was a script base.
Yeah, so I'll send it to you. Anybody else that want to read it, just let me know.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because it's
I picked for my number 8, Opposites Attract.
opposite.
I'm like, it's not. I don't dislike it. Obviously, it made up number 8. But it's two characters with contrasting personalities, interest, or backgrounds are drawn to each other's point. Well, I mean, it's alright. It's alright. I mean, you're gonna make it the focus, like, you know what I'm saying. A lot of the times that could be an issue, but they can make it work out if they write it right. But it's
This is
like,
what I told you. Our numbers are going to start like flipping. Like we started with the same one, and
yeah,
they're going to start flipping.
yeah, that's right. That's what happened.
So
That's what
what's your
happened.
number 7?
Number 7, fairy tale retelling.
Oh
I already know this is high up for you. I already know it. A
no! You could have.
modern alternative take on a classic fairy tale. Now, I did write on here when I was writing. I wrote beast, but sometimes least. Laugh out loud. So I do like it because I even did retellings myself sometimes. But I don't do them a lot, but I have done them. But I also love reading them. Don't get me
Spoiler alert!
wrong.
I love retellings.
I do love reading them, but like there is still like not at my top. Like if I had to pick
Right.
romance to read, but if I saw Red Riding Hood retelling sitting there in romance, I'm gonna grab it. If I saw Beauty and the Beast, if I see it, I'm going to grab them. So it still just ranked where it ranked at. That's how I have. What's your number 7?
My number 7 is Friends to Lovers.
What?
Friends to Lovers. A
What?
romantic relationship that develops between close friends. I'm sorry. The higher up we get on these, the more smut level I deal with.
This is true.
And,
This is
and
true.
I like friends to lovers because I like the fact that somebody can be a lover that was your friend.
Yeah.
Now I don't care if lovers don't start off as friends, but if
Right.
I had my choice, they would start off as friends and like realize, hey, we could be power couple.
This is true.
So friends to
Yes, I
lovers is my
see.
number
51st dates
7.
is good. Everybody should see 51st dates. And really love listen. I love fairy tale retellings, especially with a modern or a supernatural twist. They
Oh,
are
girl, you are
always
loving our
fun.
stuff that's coming up. We're
They're
gonna have to
always
talk.
fun.
We love, listen.
Yes, right. All right. So, what we
What's
going
your
for
number?
6?
Okay, my number 6.
Mm-hmm.
We twins and doppelgangers, baby.
Yeah.
I
Oh, that's
thought
up
as
there
much
on number
confusion as
6.
I possibly can. Like I said earlier, I got a twin
Yeah.
and doppelganger in every story I write
Yeah,
of
you do.
some
That's
kind of
true.
twin,
Some kind of
some
twin.
kind of bullshit. If the
Yeah.
twins are in there, it's bullshit is happening.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
They
They
cause
never just
problem.
there.
All right.
When
My
you
number
read
6.
when you read Gemini Rising,
Yeah.
there are twins in Gemini Rising, male, female,
Yeah.
twins, and uber bullshit. Like I can't wait for people to get that one. When you read the third book in the Glass Quarter series, so
Yeah.
Shattered, Stained,
Twins
Sheer. When you
every
read
time you
Sheer,
turn around. The
when you read
twins.
Sheer, you ain't ready for Sheer.
Yeah, sure.
The
You
twins
like,
and
yeah, I
Sheer
can
is
tell you
off the
love
hook.
twins. You got twins all over the place. FT said I like alternative takes. My second book is a Little Mermaid retelling, but my mermaid goes to the sea witch to cure her curse. She has to steal a god stone from the king to find the cure. I like it.
See, knowing
Chasing and
Shannon,
love ensue
she's gonna scare me
because it's
just
fantasy
because
world.
she's a mermaid.
This book will feel a little like Umber Queen at Love because the mermaid saved the king from the sea
Okay.
once he loves her.
Oh,
But
you can read
feels
it
she
though. You
doesn't
got
love
fish people.
Yeah, she's like, the fish people. My number 6 is Star-Crossed Lovers. Yeah, that's right. A romance between characters from completely backgrounds or fractions. Well, it's number 6. It's almost in the top 5. It's almost.
Star-Crossed Lovers. Motherfuckers doomed to die.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I love Star-Crossed.
But it's good. It still made
so excited. Like, oh shit.
Now I do like that, but again, it makes
die.
6. The other ones just beat it out. You know what I'm saying? But I still like it though. But
it made me think of Bonnie and Clyde, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah. You know,
they love each other so much. It's so sad they don't make it to the end of their own story.
I know, right? That's tragedy. Tale of Two Cities. You know, old school on there. Yeah.
You guys, I love it, but I just love it. I just love it. It's like one of my favorites.
I get it. I know. I get it. I see why you love it. It makes sense.
Cause I'm weird and I write dark, crazy shit.
Because but her goal is to cure herself. That's good. I like that. I will read it. When she was finished writing and then she said, but feels she didn't love him. She does, but her goal is to cure herself.
That's right. I love it.
You love yourself.
You gotta take care of me. I can't do nothing for you. I gotta be whole when we hook up.
That's all right. Well, that makes sense though. All right, so our last one
number
before
5.
We do another
you go first.
Friends to lovers. Number 5. A romantic relationship that develops between close friends. I do like this one. I like as soon as I see a drama that's like, oh, friends to lovers, I'm watching it.
My number 5, forced proximity, baby.
Oh, forced proximity. Mine's up higher. Fix this camera.
Placing 2 or more characters in close physical proximity or confinement, usually due to circumstances beyond their control. Forced proximity. Goldilocks, you gonna get them 3 bears. That's how.
Oh, good. Right. Yeah. I think friends to lovers is hard to pull off. I don't know. I think it's pretty easy. They do it so much.
And that's the thing. It's done so much, but it's not done a lot well.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I like the trope a lot.
Now, maybe American, maybe Western world, they don't do it too well, but K-dramas, they got that down pat.
But friends to lovers?
They got down pat. Like, they don't have no problems in K-dramas when they do friends to lovers. Like, nope, they got that.
I love me some friends to lovers.
I do love it. They don't fail ever. Like it's done very well there. I'll probably be writing all kinds of like this is gonna feel my romance gonna feel like K-dramas probably to people because I've watched so much.
Everything I write is a telenovela. Everything I write is you can hear the music in the background going dun dun dun.
Right.
Telenovela.
Oh, we got 4 left for the end of the show. So we are at 8:54. Yeah, we're gonna do a 15-minute. We can let the 1 more minute hit, and then we can do a 15, which will bring us in at 10 minutes after 9.
Oh, I can't wait to do my last 4.
I know it's gonna be fun. But yeah, so we are. Let me take this one down. Right. So we gonna get
able to guess based on what we said already. What's left for each of us? Just don't know.
We just don't know which order.
Yeah.
Order then. So yeah.
Forced proximity, baby.
I can't wait to see what your first one is.
Yeah. I'm all inspired to write. I want to write something tonight before I go to bed.
Yeah.
And I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning, so I gotta.
Oh, brother.
I better not get too involved. I know how I get.
Yeah, don't stay up. You gotta get the doc's one.
Oh, I gotta get these sparkles out of my hair. My doctor's gonna think I lost my mind.
I look good though. So I'm like, Goddess is Sparkle. I can't help you. You should have known my name was Aphrodite that this was going to happen one day.
And she actually says Goddess instead of Aphrodite. I think Aphrodite is harder for people to say.
Maybe. But either way, at least they know.
I would just Lee.
Yeah, Lee. Yeah. Yep. Either way, you got good on this end, good on that end, good sub, like fucking Goddess. Like, how can you complain?
When I was in the hospital, one of the nurses, he was like, goddess, I'm gonna need you to. Then he'll say whatever it is he need me to do, and I'll be like, no.
Goddesses don't take.
I was a trip.
The goddesses
You got to come to this therapy session.
I do what I want. I need to get you a shirt to say, I'm a goddess. I do what I want.
I don't appreciate you missing all my therapy sessions, goddess. I was like, I was sleepy.
So what you want, my goddess?
I am not sitting in a room for a whole bunch of people talking about their problems that don't do it for me.
Yeah, like, no, my goddess. I deal with your problems. I'll
never forget this real quick. The doctor, when I got pulled into a room for a private thing, and the doctor looked at me, and there was a nurse in there too, 2 nurses in there, and the doctor looked at me, and she's like, do you hear voices? And I'm like, yours? Like, you know, I'm not sure where we're going with this.
Making sure my hearing is good.
Do you hear voices that other people can't hear? How would I know that? And when she said, are there other people in the room that we can't see? So I just looked at the other 2 people, and the one guy, he was like, and I was like, how do I know if you can't see? I said, you turn around and tell me who you see, and I'll tell you if we see the same people. And she was like, you can go.
I'm gonna need you to leave. You walk to this table.
How do I know that you don't see them? What if I see these 2 people and they're not there? Like, I don't know that you don't see them. They're working.
Right. So. Like don't try to play games with me. She was like, you can go because the only thing you've brought in here is sarcasm.
He was done with me. He was done with me.
You funny, I can't.
He was done with me for like 1,000 levels though, because
I love that.
They were like, I'm hearing myself now. I said, you are crazy. They're like, they have these scenarios on how you should handle yourself because apparently I need anger management or something. And they were like if someone walked up to you and punched you in the face, what would you do? And I laced my fingers together. I'm not answering the question. And everybody is like, I would assess my area to make sure that I am safe. And then I would do this, and I would ask the person.
You're not safe because they punched you in the face already.
What problem do you have with me? And then Michael, he's like, Aphrodite, what would you do? I was like,
You sure you want me to say in front of all these people?
That person would have a very bad day. And he was like,
they're gonna find out that I can box really well.
I said, no. He's like, no, that's not the correct answer. And I was like, you asked me what would I do? You said that a perfect stranger walked up to me, hit me in the face for no reason. They're lying to you because they want to get out of the group therapy session. I am telling you, that person would have a very bad day. You hit me for any reason, let alone no.
For no reason.
You're going to have a very bad day.
Yeah, you asked for it though.
I had to stay in the hospital like an extra week because I just.
Oh my God! Like you signed up for a stop. I'll be like, see, now I would have answered. I would have been there right with you. We would have been buddies because I would have been like, that day, that person will find out how good at boxing I am.
How you going to walk up to somebody, hit them, and then my job is to assess the situation. The situation would be handcuffs behind my back because y'all done pulled me off said person, and now arresting me because. You're not gonna just walk up and hit me. And when he was like,
you wouldn't even the guy to.
That's not cool because you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I said, why am I?
Should we be talking about the person who obviously crazy enough to come and punch a person they don't know in the face?
Right. I said, why am I wrong? Why isn't the person who hit me wrong? Why aren't we talking about that person?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I am telling you right now, ain't nobody gonna walk up and hit me, and I'm gonna assess my situation.
Oh, do they want me to answer? Okay, I'll answer. They want me to answer this way. A person walked with me and banged me in the face. I guess I just called a case because they going down for assault. So I might think, if you want me to think a different way, I might think for a minute that maybe I won't lay hands so I can catch a case and get some money. So don't come for me talking about
See,
like
my
nothing's
brain
going to
don't
happen.
work.
I'm
My brain don't work that well. See,
talking
they're
about
all smart, and I'm just Aries. Do not hit
no,
me.
that's not going to happen
I
anyway.
will
Because if they
never.
said that,
I have
that's
never in my
no.
life
Mm-mm.
started a fight. I have never in my life hit somebody first.
I will
Because
finish
I
a
do
fight.
not think it's cool to put your hands on people.
No.
Trust, know, understand, and believe. You hit me, I'm ending the fight.
Yeah, well. All right, well, let's go ahead and sprint. We got
I'm sorry. I had to go
no,
there.
you good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like we got the show. So we will be back in 15 minutes. So that should bring us about at 9:15. See you soon.
That is not enough time, but I'm gonna try to work it.
Add this music. And that's time.
Okay, I did it again, but that's all right. I'm gonna finish this tonight.
Hi, Heather.
Hey.
How you doing? Okay, so we're back. So that means we have 4 tropes left to rate.
Mm, mm, mm.
You want to go first?
Here are the 4. No, you can go first.
Okay.
I'm waiting
Number.
for us to bump heads again, like to hit the same one.
That's funny.
I don't know if it's gonna happen now.
I don't know. My number 4 is forced proximity.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
And this one says
Why
placing
did that
2
rank so high for you?
because I love forced proximity. Placing 2 or more characters in close physical proximity or confinement, usually due to circumstances beyond their control. I really like this setting because of the intensity that usually occurs after the forced proximity has happened for some time. The tragedy, like it's just like I think the shit mentally that they go through while being
Yeah,
in the forced
the tension
proximity
of
kind of
it.
causes that. So it's high up there for me. When that's because I definitely, if I hear that in the store, I'm going to seek it out. So
That's why it was hard for me too.
yeah,
I just like it. Plus, I like when people hook up. I'm a romantic. What can I say? So my number 4 is forbidden love, a romance that faces significant obstacles or societal disapproval. Now y'all should know me by now. This is my still out.
yeah, forbidden love. I like that one. Good one
Forbidden
too.
love. Oh, the more the two people who want to get together shouldn't get together, the
Yeah,
more I want them to get together.
yeah, I know, right? No more.
Especially when you have families that's against them.
Oh yeah, man. Fans like
The
no,
society is stupid. So we
don't you
but
do it.
when you have people who's supposed to be in your corner, that's kind of screwing you over.
Yeah, that's gonna make it even more like yeah, forget them. Let's go ahead forbidden. Yeah,
Romeo and Juliet is part of that, even
it
though
is.
technically they're star-crossed lovers because of the way they ended.
Yeah, the first. Yeah.
It's still they were part of that trope.
As Dee said, forced proximity is my 3rd book trope. Enemies kept caught inside a mountain from a cave in.
Enemies course. See,
Yeah. Also forbidden love in the 3rd book. She's a fire fae and he's an ice dragon. 2 races at war for thousands of years. Yep. I have a series of a
love it.
whole romance series of forbidden love, and each book is a different 2 characters. So I can't wait to do that one. It's really
Yeah,
fun.
2024. Y'all gonna be like, now I see what she was doing in 2023.
Yeah. Tell her all this romance trope stuff. Yes, it's fun. We love it.
So
So
my number 3, which always ranks low on everybody's chart. And as a matter of fact, I've watched trope videos, and this particular trope falls in there most hated trope. But it's my number 3, and I'm defending it. Love at first sight.
shit. Right?
Love at first sight. Now I get it, everybody. Don't get the pitchforks, don't get the time feathers. I get that it's dumb. That you can't actually love somebody at first
Guess
sight.
what my number 3 is?
But it's cute.
My number 3.
We did it. We did it. But
Love
it's
at first
cute.
sight.
It is cute. Come
I do
on.
like it.
It's
I
just
do like
so
it.
cute.
I
And
like it because yeah.
and technically this trope should be renamed to lust at first sight because again, you can't love somebody you don't know.
No,
You
it's
can
less at first
want
sight.
to get to know them, to love them,
Yeah.
and you can lust
Hmm.
over them because their booty is working or whatever else is going on.
Yeah.
But I love when you see that ping happen with a character. I
I
love it.
know.
I was just telling Danny earlier, I said one of my favorite parts in Shattered was when Aaliyah asked Spencer, when did you know? When did you know that you loved me? And he was like, well, remember when we were down in the basement and we spoke or whatever? And she said, yeah. And he said, right before that. And it's like, how could it have been right before that? It was the back of my head. You didn't know me.
The heck
But
yeah.
he was
Some
in
people is
love.
that fast, you know
He
what
was
I'm
in
saying?
love. He knew. So
Yes, he
I
said I
just think
like
it's
it.
cute. And I think it gets a bad rap because it is used as love at first sight when you can't really love somebody at first sight. You can lust
I
at
said
first
them
sight.
first sight. Yes, SD said I
So
like it. Yes,
desire at first sight.
I always thought it was lust at first sight too, but the story is the journey to love. Yep,
Yes.
very true. All right, so now number 2. I'm going to say what it is.
Go ahead. It ain't gonna be mine.
Obviously, Forbidden Love is my number 2. It's up there pretty high.
Yep.
Cause I do love me some Forbidden Love. It's a Forbidden Love story. Like, where is that? Let's go.
I have so many like of these things blended in my stories.
Yeah, I blend them a lot.
It's no way for me to just not like stuff. But
Yeah,
my
sure.
number 2,
Uh-oh.
Star-Crossed Lovers.
Oh, that's why yours up there pretty high. Yeah.
Because I write tragedies.
Yeah, you do. That's true.
I write tragedies
true.
and Star-Crossed Lovers. Come on. One of my books is based on Romeo and Juliet.
Right? So how could you
I like
not?
tragedies because it doesn't take away the fact that the two people loved each other.
This is true.
It doesn't. You either have a tragedy or you have a comedy. Those are only two choices. And comedy does not mean funny. Just that things that are funny fall into comedy. Okay. So you even have a comedy of errors or tragedy of errors. But I like tragedies. I am Shakespearean. I can't help it. So Star-Crossed Lovers is my number 2.
Nice. Oh god, we down to the last ones, folks.
I don't even know if I want to share my number 1 there. But my number 1 favorite romance trope of all time.
Yeah.
Fairy tale retellings.
And mine is fake relationship.
I can turn up. We can blend these. I'll make a fake relationship fairy tale retelling.
That's right. I'll mix those. I like that.
I'll do it. Matter of fact, we should do a writing challenge where we should
with these two. Like pick two to 3 tropes.
Somebody
and then write a short
somebody
story.
picks the other one, and then all right, for instance, I pick one, you pick one, and those two got to go to Daildah.
Okay, yeah.
You pick one, Daildah pick one, and those two have to go to Tamara.
Yeah.
Daildah pick one, Tamara pick one, and those two have to go to me, and we challenge each other to write it.
That would be cool. We should do that when they both come back.
We gotta do that.
We should do that.
Fake
relationships is like, I love the fake relationship one because that contract relationship fall right underneath the fake relationship because they're not really together. Oh my god, contract is my favorite.
I like anything that is a retelling, reimagining of a fairy tale. Yeah, I don't care what genre you put it in. I don't care. I love them. Yeah. I love them.
Yeah, SD said, mix it up. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, we gotta do it.
Yeah, we do have to do that. We'll
save these the community too.
So we'll figure it out. Switch it up next time. We'll say, okay, you gotta pick 2 or 3 different tropes, and then whichever you pick, gotta go to whoever. And then so that's cool. Let's do that.
We did that during the winter wellness thing that we did last year in January.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell Robert, Barrett, and Nia what I was gonna do. So we were doing the character building and the little scene thing. I didn't tell them that the character that they were creating, they were gonna have to switch and get to somebody else.
That's funny.
And so they was, oh my god! If y'all watch that video, it's so fun to watch their faces because they were like,
what?
Right? And then they had to take that character and write a little premise and stuff like that, and then they had to switch again. So they
I remember that. That was fun. Actually, I remember that.
And I said, but I didn't warn them, and so that was what was fun.
Yeah, that made it real fun.
I didn't have to trade off.
Yeah, that made it really fun. I love that. Actually.
So, but they loved it, and the cool thing when they got back around to them, when they got their character back, they now have a story premise that they didn't have when the hour started. Yeah. And the whole point of it was, if you're getting together with people and you're just trying to make stuff up just to be doing it, it will get the juices flowing. They came up with some good shit.
Yeah.
And they were not ready for none of the props. They didn't know ahead of time.
I love that.
It was so much fun. Matter of fact, we were supposed to do it again. This year just got away from me.
Yeah, I know.
But that was
It's fun
so much
time.
fun. Especially
Fun
watching
times.
their faces like, I gotta turn over my chicken scratch.
Yep.
And then like, stop. So they still gotta
I'm
get it.
still actually thinking about starting another channel for like, my K-drama, C-dramas, and J-drama reviews.
Mm-hmm.
Since that's all I watch, so I think I could do that.
Channels do really well, so you'll get to have an engaging audience at least.
Yeah, so I think I want to do that. Like I need to take on more stuff, but I kind of really want to do that because I do watch them all the time. I'm watching one right now called Girlfriend, and it's a C-drama, and it's a fake relationship one. So like, yay! I like fake relationship ones. They're good.
But this was fun. I'm sorry because Tamara and Dahlia both wanted to do it.
Yeah, I know they couldn't make it tonight.
They didn't get to do it, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a video out of mine anyway.
Yeah.
So I can share them on my channel.
Yeah.
So I'll encourage them to do the same thing.
Yeah, it'll be fun either way.
My nose is itching me so bad. I want to scratch it, but it looks like you're doing something else.
I think I might do like a add-on with mine. I think I'm going to do like take the tropes and then match up with the K-dramas or Japanese dramas or C-dramas that I watch and be like, this is like the one I would
give examples why they rank the way they rank.
Why I like it the way I like it. Look,
I think about it. Look, I don't know how to do that. So.
I don't know how to do that.
Like I don't
have to get still.
Found footage is hard for me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Yeah,
I think
that was fun. I knew. I said, watch, they're gonna clown me because I got Love at First Sight up at the top.
No, I love First Sight. We had the same spot. I love Love First Sight. I think it's a good one. Some people don't like it. They're like, oh, I don't know. But I do. I like
so
the tropes.
Unrealistic. I'm like, yeah. I'm like Darth Vader. Darth Vader is really realistic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I mean, like when people say something's unrealistic, I said unrealistic for you. Like, because it didn't happen to you. That don't mean it didn't happen to no one because it has.
I mean, I do kind of get what they're trying to say.
They're not trying to say lust thing. We know that.
You can make anything work. Let's be real.
Mean,
there are videos out there. What is it? Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
That is like the most violent shit ever. And they made it work.
They did make it work.
They made it work. You can make stuff work. You don't have to always tell like happy, good, wonderful things.
They just don't understand it because a lot of people don't want to say something, especially when it comes down to romance. They're like, well, I didn't happen to me, so there's no way that happens. Like, yes, granted, it would be lust at first sight, but to some people, they do get those confused and sometimes think it's love. Hence why I got coined the love at first sight. But some people who thought they fell in love at first sight, rather it was lust at first sight or not, some people it has happened and they have been with the person for their entire life. So you can't say it don't happen. It just didn't happen to your ass. And that's okay. But don't say it don't exist.
It has never happened to me. And I still like it.
Yeah, exactly. I still like it.
But I also never got to ride on a flying horse.
I haven't petted a unicorn,
And look, I have a character who, y'all, this is for adults only. I will choose my words as careful as I can. But when she would have the big O,
yeah,
she would literally singe the bed sheets. They would burn up and turn to ash around her.
Nice.
That's never happened to me.
Look,
I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Never use unicorn poop to stay young? Question mark.
No, I haven't.
Does that work?
I think
is that a new type of face mask? New skincare regimen?
Look, and my skin all broke out right now. I'm so sad about that, but
look at SD laughing. Pride, unicorn, rainbow, man.
And poop. I see poop.
I see. You ain't right. Oh my. That's too good.
Never have. And for some reason, that is a put down. If it's not realistic, can it not be realistic? It's okay if it's not realistic.
I know. Like, I like the not realistic, but okay then.
I want it to be fantastical. I want my character to come outside of the house after seeing her neighbor swimming naked in the pool and be like, "Oh, I'm all about that."
I need to go over there.
Even though I would not do such a thing.
Waving me over. I don't know.
Most likely.
I don't know. I'm living in that house by myself. I'm not going to be following nobody. He waving me over. I might go check it out.
Chuando Tan.
I was going to say it depends on who's.
I'm just saying.
Swimming over there. Like,
I might catch a charge. Y'all don't know sexual chocolate?
Jackson Wing swimming over there next door.
Getting out of jail.
Waving his hand at me. I will be over there.
So I love that story too because everything is done in reverse.
Yeah.
It's like a reverse date. They wind up sleep with each other, then they eat, then they hang out and talk. They did it in reverse.
Yeah, the story. Hey, nobody tell you what kind of order you can eat breakfast for them.
I'll eat my ice cream sandwich before I eat my mashed potatoes if I want to.
That's right. I'm an adult. I do what I want.
Oh man, all I did was make myself hungry. What time?
Oh my
I ain't got no ice cream either. I want some ice cream.
So I'll try to eat some ice cream for you. Ice cream. I always try to keep ice cream in the house.
Oh, it's only 9:30. I might order me some ice cream.
Yeah, right though. Yeah, it's not too late. Oh, everybody, we're about to get out of here. Thank you for joining us, the G.O.W. Daughters of the Writing. We did get some work done. We had some laughs, and we rated some tropes. So we'll be coming back with some more trope rating. We don't know which genre will be next. And we might even do, like we just talked about, the whole switcheroo, getting each other to write a story based off the tropes that we handed to each other. That sounds like real good fun. So we'll let you know in a thumbnail on what episode that'll happen. So
that's gonna go down.
We will be here at the last Sunday of this month again. As if you don't know, the schedule is the second and the last Sunday of each month. We'll be here live streaming, writing, and having some fun. So until next time, we shall see you then. Good night, everyone. Thanks for being here.
Goddesses of Writing.